Rex Heuermann, let's remember, is not the name and face connected to every murder victim found on that notorious stretch of Long Island highway called Gilgo Beach. Nobody is saying that, not yet anyway. Heuermann is charged with 3 deaths and is the main suspect in a 4th, and we are talking about 11 bodies that have been unearthed in that area. It's been a 15-year period or so. 11 so far. They are unsolved murders. One part of the Rex Heuermann investigation is looking at any connection between him and other unsolved deaths. You see them all there. There are so many. It's not only on Long Island, though. I want to bring in Alexis Linkletter. She hosts the podcast Unraveled, which has been all over the Long Island serial killer story for years. They dedicated an entire season to it. I remember I saw you on NewsNation. You were doing a live shot from your car because you were like rushing to get to that press conference the first day. So you've been all over this, Alexis. Let me ask you, we've got a lot of attention on South Carolina and Las Vegas, where Heuermann has had property or apartments or whatever, and they've been looking to see if he's connected to any disappearances or murders there. But what about back on Long Island? I mean, you saw that map. There are so many unsolved murders. Is it possible that he could be connected to the majority or even all of them?
I think it is possible, given how the current police administration has been handling this case. We know that they identified Rex Heuermann 16 months prior to arresting him, and they watched him, and they really wanted to build a solid case against him. So there's a big possibility that they're holding back what they have on him, and they're working to connect him to these cases. And we don't know what they have against him yet. We don't know the evidence that they have that could connect him to these other cases yet. It's possible that no, he's not connected, but there's a big possibility that they have information that does in fact implicate him, and we just don't have it yet.
What information is out there that you know of, Alexis, that would point to a different person, a different killer? Because we've heard some of the victims' attorneys say that, like, look, don't just put your focus on this one guy now that he's been arrested. It's possible that there could be someone else out there. Is there anything that points to that we know of at this point?
Well, we know that the MO in the other cases are drastically different. The Gilgo 4, which are the murders that he's been implicated and connected to based on the evidence, are so different than the murders that happened prior in earlier years that they suspect also are connected to the Long Island serial killer case. So I think MO is a big thing that they're looking at, and I'm sure they're looking at timeline as well.
Yeah, and we know that in the past, they've said that with the cases that they've confirmed are connected to him, that his wife and kids were out of town. So perhaps that's not the case with some of these other killings. It's interesting, the police commissioner, he said, quote, "Shame on us if we don't look into Las Vegas, South Carolina, even Atlantic City." When he was talking about these other murders, he said they want to cover all their bases in this case. Do you think, Alexis, that they're just trying to do their due diligence and say, look, we've tried everything, we're covering our bases? Or do you think that they believe there really may be a connection to Heuermann in some of these other states?
I think it's both. I know in the context of Atlantic City that connection was examined prior to the identification of the suspect. And I think now with new context, being able to trace and build a timeline and understand what this man has done in the last decade, they can re-examine these other cases and see if it's possible. So I think both can be true. They're doing their due diligence because the previous police administrations dropped the ball, so they should do the diligence. But I also think you learn so many new things once a suspect is identified that it's possible able to trace him to this area at that time.
Yeah, and there's so much that they did in secret. You mentioned how long they had him as the suspect and no one found out about it. It wasn't leaked. It wasn't in the newspaper. It wasn't on the news. Clearly, there's a lot that they're still keeping secret right now. But I can't help but just keep questioning in my mind, is there another killer out there? Is there someone else sitting at home right now so relieved that all of this focus is on Rex and thinking maybe I can actually get away with some of these other murders that actually have nothing to do with Rex Heuermann?
It's a great question, because I'm sure that was Rex for over 13 years, being satisfied, feeling as though he'd gotten away with it. And if he is not in fact responsible for all of them, somebody is at home feeling that way. And I think that's why the police are playing their cards so close to the vest, right? They succeeded in this implication and arrest of Rex Heuermann. If they know more, if they know there's another killer, it worked, they should keep it close to the vest and continue on with their investigation, because I feel as though they will identify them.
Yeah, we got to give them the benefit of the doubt, I think, especially because we didn't know all the hard work they were doing before, which eventually led to an arrest, a big arrest. So certainly there's a lot that we don't know about that they're working on right now. Alexis Linkletter, thank you so much for coming on tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.